Can I get you anything?
A gun.
Hey everyone, what's up? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I wanted to do a video talking all about my nose surgery. I recently had a septoplasty done, and I think there's a lot of misconceptions when someone has nose surgery because a lot of people think it's like plastic surgery or changing your nose and all this stuff. So I want to set the record straight and come on here and share with you guys my experience because it was kind of hard to find vlogs about what it's really like to go under this surgery and procedure, so I thought that I'd share my experience with you guys. So what did I get done? I got a septoplasty done, which is a non-cosmetic procedure. It's basically just to straighten or repair the septum of the nose, which I had huge problems with like pretty much my entire life. But more recently it's been so severe that I had to get a surgery for it. Otherwise it would have just gotten worse. So a little less than a year ago I went to a doctor and he told me to use Flonase, and that would help my nose because he thought it was like allergies or something that was causing all of my like breathing issues. And so I started using Flonase. It's like this green bottle, and it has like a liquid that you shoot up, and basically that ruined the inside of my nose. And then I went to another nose doctor, and he said that that made my nose look like I do cocaine because of how messed up the inside got. I'm not a doctor, so take everything I say with a grain of salt, but he basically told me that I think the membranes were so inflamed and that my nose is so crooked and like I just couldn't breathe. Like I was only breathing like 25% of what I should have been. However, he did say that my nostril on this side was really small and that even with the surgery I'll only be able to breathe like 80% better, but still I wanted to take that chance because I was just having a really hard time. I would wake up and not be able to breathe, and like I don't know, I have a lot of videos and clips and pictures of what my nose looked like when I was breathing, and it just wasn't good. And it wasn't anything aesthetically. Like of course you go through phases where you think like, oh, I don't like my nose, whatever, but I, especially after this surgery, would never ever get cosmetic surgery because it's just, you go through so much, and if it's not medical or like necessary, then I just don't see the point in doing it. I vlogged the whole experience. So I did have my pre-op appointment, which you'll see now. Yeah. We're at my pre-op appointment, and my mom's, she's very nervous.
I don't want you to be in pain.
It's happening to me. My nose gets worse and worse by the day, so I'm very excited. You really cannot see on camera, but like this nostril just, I can't, like I wake up and I'm like, it's like I can only breathe out. It's terrible. So I'm very excited.
I was up at 5 o'clock this morning watching YouTube videos.
About this?
Yes.
Oh my God, you're crazy.
And
well, I love my doctor. I trust him with my life, so.
he is cute, isn't he?
He's the best. Well, I don't actually know that. He hasn't done anything yet, but hopefully he's the best. I wish I could show what my nose looks like or like what it feels like, but I can't. So, yeah. So basically I made my decision to have the surgery, and before I had a lot of appointments to go to. So I had my pre-op, I had to get my blood drawn, I had to get a COVID test, I had to get a CT scan of the sinus to make sure there wasn't an infection. And I also vlogged that whole experience, so I'll show you guys that now. Just got my blood drawn and I screamed. That actually made me want to die. When she did that, I was like, that was like painful.
You lived through it.
But I don't know what to do. Like I feel like I can't move my arm now. Anyways, we're having lunch now. I just had my radiology scan thing. I had to do a CT scan to make sure I didn't have a sinus infection. So I'll get the results soon, and yeah. I went through this like machine thing. It was really interesting. I've never done that before, but yeah, hopefully I don't have a underlying like sinus infection that we didn't know about, because then I can't get the surgery, but hopefully everything's fine. So now comes the night before the surgery. I wasn't nervous at all because I never had surgery before. The only surgery I had was my wisdom teeth out, but that wasn't really like anything super major. So I guess the night before I was just really anxious and scared, and you guys can see those clips now. They're very embarrassing, but this is all raw and natural emotions. Reporting live from the face residence. I'm getting my nose fixed tomorrow. I'm really scared, a little anxious. I've never had surgery like this before, so wish me luck. Send all your prayers. It's the night before my surgery and I'm crying because I am so scared. I'm watching videos on it and I'm terrified. I think the recovery is gonna be really bad and like painful, and I'm really nervous about that. And like I'm just nervous I'm gonna have like an anxiety attack and die. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. I cannot stop crying and I'm so scared. Like, I can't believe I'm actually doing this tomorrow. I'm so scared. So the day of the surgery, I just woke up super early and headed to the surgery center. It's time to be able to breathe. I'm so scared. Wish me luck. And obviously I didn't vlog my surgery because I was under anesthesia and you can't really do that. So yeah, I just went in, took off all my jewelry, got prepared for like surgery, and the doctors and nurses were all super nice. I'm so thankful for them. I actually really loved one of the nurses. She was talking to me while I was going under anesthesia and she was telling me a really funny story and she had an accent, and then I was just knocked out. And then I woke up. I honestly felt fine because I was so numb and under so much medicine that I like didn't even like feel anything. Just got out of surgery. It went very well. This is what I look like. I was saying how I really liked the nurse who was talking to me before I went into anesthesia, and she had an accent and she was so funny. And then I fell asleep while she was talking to me, so I felt rude. I feel like fine, and nose is freaking swollen as frick, but yeah. I have a really big headache right here and it really hurts really bad. So I'm gonna try to eat something and then take my pills. Okay, so I slept completely fine after the surgery. I slept for 4 hours. Now I'm gonna change my gauze and get more medicine, and then hopefully I'll be fine. But I like really don't feel any pain. It just feels like, I don't really know. I have nothing to compare it to, honestly, but like it just feels like I'm pushing my nose together, and like that's it. And like that only feels like that right now because I don't have like, I need to like redo medicine. Like, see, that's my one. Like really no pain. I slept completely fine. I just slept on this recliner, just like sitting up, like kind of like that. And yeah, I'm watching Trisha and Moses eat while I eat. It's my nurse.
You're a good patient so far.
Thanks. I just have this on for like, I don't know why actually. I don't know why I have that on.
I thought you were supposed to put ice on your nose.
No. It just feels like my nose is bleeding because it is.
It'll be all right.
But as the night went on, I had to take the medicine, like the I don't know actually what it was, but it was a narcotic. It wasn't Vicodin, but it was something like strong. And I was nervous about taking that because obviously you don't want to take a strong painkiller like that and get addicted or, you know, all this stuff. So I only took that for the first night every 4 hours, and I only did half, but that wasn't strong enough. So I eventually went up to the full pill and that made it like no pain. But when I was only on the half of the narcotic, it literally hurt so bad. It was just like a lot of pressure in my like nose, and it felt like someone was just pinching your nose together, and it freaked me out how like swollen my nose was. It was so big. Like, I'll show you on the screen. It was so embarrassing and I was like really scared. But yeah, it was just like uncomfortable, but I just slept like the whole time pretty much. I also stayed at my parents' house this whole time so they could like monitor how I was doing and everything and my medication. So the medication's wearing off a lot and it's not really numb anymore, and I can totally feel it and it like really hurts, but it's not like that bad. It just feels like someone's like pinching on your nose really hard. Like, that's the only way I can explain it. But yeah, I think I've been taking half of the pills that he gave me, and I might take a full one just for like the nighttime because she's hurting. Little update, not doing so well. I really can't even talk. It's this side of my nose that's like really hurting right now. Rocco's here, Tom Brady's here, and yeah, I still have an hour until I can take medicine again, so I just have to hold on. I'm gonna try to watch a movie or something until then. But yeah, it's 10:30 at night. I think it's worse at night and it really hurts. I keep having so much, like, this is TMI. This whole video is TMI, but I have a lot of like spit and mucus, and it's like really annoying. And I like I'm not hungry, but I have to eat. So like I don't know what to eat because everything makes my mouth like dry and like have mucus. So thriving. I will never get surgery again because it literally hurts so bad. And this side of my nose is so swollen, it's freaking me out. And yeah, if you're getting the surgery, just know that the first night is just the worst, but it's not even that bad, especially if you take the full pain medicine like I did, that made it so much better. I wish I just did that the whole time. But yeah, every 4 hours take the medicine and just whatever your doctor tells you to do. And oh yeah, I also slept like upright kind of on my like reclining couch. So I slept through the night, and then I woke up the next day and went to the doctor to get the like packing removed. Okay, we're on the way to the doctor's office to get the, what's it called, the splints or something?
Packing?
The packing out of my nose. Basically, it's just in there holding my septum together. And yeah, I was able to brush my teeth last night and this morning, not really an issue. The full pills of the, I don't know what's it called?
Hydrocodone?
The narcotic or whatever, even though it's kind of like scary to take that. What helped me the best was taking a full, I was doing half pills, but it was still like painful, so I took the full pills, especially through the night, every 4 hours, and I've had like not much pain at all, so that really helped. And then I took my last one at around 12, and we're going to the doctor right now, and then I'll probably just be on Tylenol for the rest of the time, because I don't want to be taking that. But yeah, the only thing is I have had a lot of bloody mucus, which is kind of gross, but I don't know, like that's just like something that's been going on. And then I haven't had much of an appetite, but I don't know. Why is that? Is that just the medicine?
The medicine, probably.
Yeah. So, but I feel fine. I just slept a lot and just like watched movies and stuff, and I just kept my head up like in a reclining seat all night. And yeah, was that the worst part, you think? Just the last night? Yeah.
For
so
sure.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a lot better. The worst hour, I think, was when I had only had the half of the narcotic pill,
Oh.
and it wasn't enough. So the full pills definitely would recommend. But yeah, I look like Shrek. It's literally so swollen. Trigger warning now, you don't really see the packing come out, but there is a split second where you see it, and it is kind of gross and bloody, but I just thought I'd share it for educational purposes, and it's kind of like satisfying to watch if you're into that. So proceed with caution.
This one, you'll feel a bit more. The top, see? We are all done. When you blow it now, you blow both sides together.
Everything's out of my nose. It just like feels weird. Like it feels like numb, sort of. Like I can't really still breathe out of it. Like it just feels weird too. Like it's not right. So yeah, but swelling will go down. So after we took the packing out, it felt like my nose went down, like the swelling, but also it still felt weird because it's still like there's a bunch of crusty like bloodiness in your nose. I don't know a nicer way to put that. Okay, so my nose is just a bit swollen. I think my whole face actually is a little bit, but got Daphne's. My parents are outside. I didn't want to eat just because I'm kind of uncomfortable right now. So I'm just eating in the car. But yeah, one thing I thought was weird was I lost my taste and my smell. But that was only for like a few hours and then it went away. So that was kind of bizarre. But yeah. So I lost my sense of taste and smell. I'm eating this. She says they have flavor, but I don't believe her because it doesn't taste anything. I also had salsa and soup. Didn't taste anything. My lunch today tasted very bland. And I think that's when I started losing my taste and smell. But it's very interesting. It's good texture. Doesn't have any flavor though. If you've ever had these, you know what they taste like. Like they have a lot of flavor. Not for me. What? These don't taste like anything. This is bizarre. I'm watching the Fallout movie and it's funny because Shailene Woodley's mom was my guidance counselor and she's playing a guidance counselor. So Adia's here. She brought me blenders. So
Hello.
sweet.
Adia's so
We're looking
sweet.
at her. Oh, you're so sweet. We're looking at her nose.
This is my before. This is my after. I don't think it's like a
2 weeks. You can't
appearance
tell for
thing,
2
but-
weeks.
Is that what the doctor said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
For sure. 'Cause it's
So I believe that was on Friday and it's Monday now and my nose is still a little bit numb, like my mouth honestly, and my nose is numb and I can breathe through my nose, but it's still not like 1000% because I still have to go to the doctor and he's gonna clean out my nose because there's still like scabs and stuff from the stitches. I'm glad I did it because it doesn't change the appearance of my nose, but I know that it is gonna benefit it because I'll be able to breathe better. And I think there's not gonna be results like fully for like another like 2 months. So I can breathe like through my nose and it doesn't like collapse, which is good because that was like a big problem. But as you can see, it's still like congested because there's like stitches and like stuff like, you know, in my nose. But yeah, I feel better about getting it and I'm happy I did it. Like you can see both my nostrils go in versus just one. And yeah, I'll probably do an update maybe in a few weeks or a couple months to show you guys like my progress with my nose. And yeah, I just want to share it with you guys. Thank you so much for watching, and comment down below any questions you have. Even though I'm not a doctor, I can try to answer to the best of my abilities. So yeah, I love you and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.